Each year, during the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, followers of Islam observe the holy month of Ramadan. Muslims across the world observe Ramadan by fasting, thoughtfully reflecting on their lives, and recommitting to their spiritual lives. Ramadan marks the time when the Prophet Muhammad received the first revelations of the Quran, the sacred scripture of Islam. That specific day, day 27 of Ramadan, is called Laylat al-Qadr, or Night of Power. Muslims consider Laylat al-Qadr to be one of the holiest days of the Islamic year. Islam follows the traditional Islamic calendar based on lunar cycles. Each year, Ramadan begins and ends with a new moon. For this reason, Ramadan falls on different days each year. Muslims spend Ramadan focusing on Sawm, one of the 5 pillars of Islam. The word Sawm means to refrain. According to Islamic belief, Allah will forgive anyone who participates in strict fasting and prayer during Ramadan. In keeping with Sawm, Muslims refrain from eating food from sunrise to sundown each day of Ramadan. Fasting every day for a month requires a great deal of self-control and strong willpower, and so only healthy adults and older children practice fasting. Fasting becomes even more difficult when Ramadan occurs during the summer months, when days are much longer. At night, after the sun goes down, Muslims gather to break the daily fast. The evening meal, called iftar, is often celebrated in community. After prayers, iftar may begin with eating dates or apricots and drinking milk or water. In the mornings, a pre-dawn meal called suhoor is eaten before the morning prayer. In some Islamic countries, specific people are responsible for waking everyone up before dawn to eat. At both iftar and suhoor meals, people try to eat foods high in fiber and carbohydrates to help sustain them throughout the day. In addition to fasting, Muslims also practice Sawm by refraining from immoral or impure thoughts and behaviors during Ramadan. Many take the month to focus on giving food and other offerings to those in need. When the month of Ramadan ends, Muslims celebrate with a large 3-day-long festival called Eid al-Fitr. The festival of Eid is one of the most widely celebrated holidays on the Muslim calendar. Eid al-Fitr means the feast of fast breaking. After a month of eating only when the sun is down, Muslims eagerly welcome the festival with prayers, family, celebrations, and of course, lots and lots of food. In some majority Muslim countries, the festival only begins when the new moon is seen in the sky. Once the festival of Eid starts, families visit mosques for prayer and spend several hours preparing food for the big celebration. Lights, balloons, lanterns, and crescent moon and star decorations adorn houses and streets. Most families visit each other's homes during the festival of Eid. During these visits, families often exchange gifts, pray together, and share meals. Many use the phrase Eid Mubarak, meaning Blessed Eid, to greet each other during the holiday. Foods eaten during the festival vary greatly depending on the country, but many traditional meals include fried vegetables, breads, rice dishes, meats, and sweet pastries. As a common Eid tradition, neighbors, friends, and relatives exchange plates of pastries and sweets. Muslims often wear new clothes during Eid celebrations, and in some places, women wear white. The holy month of Ramadan gives Muslims around the world an opportunity to reflect on their spiritual life and refocus their faith through the practice of fasting. Muslims gain a fresh perspective on their faith by practicing restraint, which makes Eid al-Fitr festivities all the more satisfying.